This show is brought to you by Golive TV. Download the app now. Hello, this is Golive TV News English edition. From now on, you can follow news featuring the world here on Golive TV. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau has arrived in Osaka, Japan for the G20 Leaders Summit, where he will look to raise the issue of the two Canadians held in China at every opportunity. Trudeau does not expect a meeting with China's President Xi Jinping during the summit, but United States President Donald Trump committed last week to raising the issue during his own meeting with Xi. Despite that, the G20 nations face the challenge of resolving the U.S.-China trade war that has rattled businesses around the world and cast a shadow over the global economy. That's why the meeting between U.S. President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping on Saturday will be closely watched. The trade war is having an impact on global growth, with the International Monetary Fund and others warning that the escalating U.S.-China trade tensions are among the biggest threats to the world economy. Rising tensions between the U.S. and Iran is another issue likely to be on the minds of many at the G20 summit. This week, the United States announced fresh sanctions on Iran and the country's supreme leader, moves that Trump said were a response to recent aggressive behavior by the country. Their spat has led to oil prices shooting up over fears of a conflict between Washington and Tehran. In Tunisia, two almost simultaneous attacks this morning in the country's capital have killed at least one and injured 8 people, including 2 civilians. Everything indicates that the bombings were carried out by 2 suicide bombers. The 2 attacks were not immediately claimed and happened at the opening of the tourist season in the country and a few months before the presidential and legislative elections scheduled for October and November. In Italy, the humanitarian ship Sea Watch 3 has decided to break the blockade imposed by the government, entering Italian territorial waters to make the landing for the 42 migrants retained on board the vessel for 14 days. The captain of the ship said she decided to enter the post knowing what she was risking, but that migrants are exhausted and need a safe place. The Italian Interior Minister Matteo Salvini responded by saying that he will use all democratic means to block what he called an insult to the law. The 31-year-old German captain and those responsible for the ONG Sea-Watch are facing legal action on suspicion of aiding illegal immigration, as well as the seizure of the vessel and a fine of 50,000 euros, according to the new decree signed by Salvini. In Spain, an uncontrolled fire in a rural area at the northeast of the country has already destroyed almost 10,000 acres of vegetation and threatens to devour 50,000 acres more of vineyards and olive trees. The fire, which erupted from a heat wave in Europe, began on Wednesday and has been combated by hundreds of firefighters as well as air, but without controlling any front. The spread of the fire has been escalated by strong winds by continuously rising temperature, already above 40 degrees. This fire is one of the consequences of the irregular heat wave that is affecting Europe and is already causing, in addition to fires, school closures, increased pollution and some deaths from the thermal shock. In Brazil, a desert-based carnivorous dinosaur that used claws to capture small prey 19 million years ago has been unearthed in the southern region of the country. Just over 1.5 meters in length, the fossil remains where it was found in Cruzeiro do Oeste, state of Paraná. That was once a desert, and the dinosaur's remains suggest that it was well adapted to the type of climate. Other dinosaur species have been found there, and according to scientists, the latest discovery must catapult paleontological investigations in the region. Thank you for your attention. See you in our next edition.